Hey guys, NovaExplosion, welcome back to more Suikoden 3. Let's continue on. I am recharged and re-energized because if you remember right, I was falling asleep because I was so tired the day I streamed this. But we're back. We're loading up Chris's chapter here, Brass Castle. I don't know where the game wants us. I legitimately... Oh, we did like the, what was it? We did this stuff with Lucia, right? Lucia was like at the Great Hollow or whatever. We did like that big fight with Sheba and everything. Yeah, I think that's what we did. Did we ever talk to Salome over at Brass Castle? I don't recall. I'm about to find out though. We have to go, I think we reconvened with Salome was the last thing we did. Is this Lewis or is this someone else? This is probably someone else, right? I know how the Knights feel about losing their captain, but if the Barbarians lost a leader, they'd hold the same grudge against us. Alright, cool. You are not the one I had to talk to. Hang on, my YouTube stream isn't working. Oh, never mind, my YouTube stream is working. That's cool. YouTube stream is most definitely on. But yeah, let's just head in here. I think we have to go meet with Salome or Lewis or something. Let's go see what they have to say. Hey, what's up, Ariana? Yeah, early stream. We're doing another split stream, by the way. I have to do another split stream. So, we're gonna do half stream now, half stream later. Which, you know, is never my preference, but sometimes it just has to be done. Honestly, it's like, it's not that bad, because I still get the same amount of content. I mean, I'd rather not do it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, I think we have to go up here, maybe like talk to Lewis or something? Or Salome? Maybe we already did that. I don't remember what we did last stream. I don't care about you. Hi, Salome. Excuse me, Lady Chris, I was doing some thinking. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're the one, you're how I set up my team. Okay, cool. Well, I want to be here anyway. Because I want to set up these guys. Yeah, we're doing another split stream. I'm gonna have to stop stream and then I'll come back at like 8-ish to do the rest of it. Which, I mean, that gives people time to do stuff while I'm not streaming. So I guess that's the benefit. Instead of watching a continuous stream. And the original plan was also to do Soul Hackers 2, but I already did. We did a split stream for Soul Hackers 2 already, so I was like, you know what? If we're doing a split stream, I'll do Suikoden 3 instead. We're still going to get like a good 3.5 to 4 hours. It's fine. It's just going to be divided, so it's whatever. Oh, hopefully people are okay with that, and if they're not, then I'm sorry, but it's out of my control. Like, it's actually out of my control. Sort of, because something really important that needs my attention came up. Oh, how I wish I can drop everything serious and important for streaming. I wish. So I think we need to go over to Venedo Zexe. Let's do that. Back in the Zexim Forest we go. Oh, a cutscene. Okay, cool. Oh dear, I don't feel well. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Are you ill, madam? Probably not, maybe just hot. Chris, it's freezing where I live. Are you insane? I don't know how it is in the Zexim realm or whatever, but like, You're insane. Oh, you have like a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. These guys need to like catch up in levels. Also, it's dark hair. Kill me right now. Why don't you just kill me and get it over with? Wow, you suck. Oh, nice one. Good job. Arcare should give a lot of experience, though. Okay, it's like a couple of levels for them. That's pretty good. But yeah, you know, that's the only reason I'm streaming early. I have until 1:30, so I'm gonna do like 2 hours now, and then I'll do like another hour and a half to 2 hours later. We'll still get the same amount of Suikoden content, it's just divided, so it's fine. There are worse things in the world than split streams, it's fine. The only thing worse than a split stream is not being able to stream at all. Don't die here. Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna die. Your HP's freaking 80, are you insane? Yeah, get him with the Phoenix Rune. I do not like this game at all. Or these beetles, whatever, spike beetles. You love that elf family, Rip Shaban. What's up, the woman thing? What a name, by the way. I actually don't like them because they are not the best support for Chris. So no, I don't like them. Ooh, okay, you're like the bard? Isn't Nay super OP? Oh, that's not really a spoiler. You didn't really spoil anything. It's good you stopped yourself. Yeah, no, I never played this game. So, this is a blind playthrough. First time playing Suikoden 3. It's fine. You didn't really spoil anything by saying Nay's overpowered. Even if you told me how Nay was overpowered, I don't really count that. I don't really count it. Rule of thumb in my chat, stay away from story spoilers and you're good. That's where I'm the most strict. Just don't spoil the story and you're good. If a gameplay spoiler slips, whatever, it's not a big deal. I mean, preferably not, but... like, don't spoil a game mechanic, but if it happens, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm just more strict with story spoilers. Because the story is the most important part for me. Okay. Do that. What chapter am I in? This is chapter 2 for Chris. I guess I'll catch you up. I did 2 chapters for Hugo, 1 for Godot, and this is the 2nd for Chris. Basically, I didn't start Thomas's yet either. Basically, I'm doing everyone's chapter, then rotating. So I did Hugo's, then I did Chris, then I did Godot, and then I rotated back to Hugo, Chris, Godot. I'm probably gonna go in that order. I don't know when oh my word. Wow, Shaban is dead. I don't know when I'm gonna do Thomas's, but for right now, I'm just rotating between Hugo, Chris, and Godot. In that order. So, we did Hugo's chapter 2, this is Chris's chapter 2. This is not my first Suikoden game. I played Suikoden 1 and 2, and Ayuden Chronicle. This is my third true Suikoden game, but I played Ayuden Chronicle, so this is my 4th one. Okay. I could probably kill you with a Phoenix Rune here. The 278? Medicine C. But yeah, 4th Suikoden game. Nova, is Ayuden Chronicles? Yes, Ayuden Chronicles is a Suikoden game. I'm counting it. Sue me. What's happening to me? You're getting very sleepy, like I was last stream. Yeah, Chris is dead. Alright, move on to Godot's chapter then? What's going on? You're freaking dead. Oh, here we go again. The buggy flashbacks. Where is Daddy? He promised he'd be back today. Why isn't he home yet? Lady Chris, why isn't he here? He's coming back today, isn't he? Lord Wyatt has more business to attend to in the grasslands today. Grasslands? Lady Chris, wake up, please. Oh, did they put me in the capital? I hope so. Please don't put me back in the brass castle. Thank the goddess you're awake. The goddess Althena? What happened? You gave me quite a fright. All of a sudden, you fainted. Lord Salome is right, milady. You work too hard. Please take... Yeah, you're the only... You're pulling all the weight because you don't have any other, like, reliable party members. Really? You took me by surprise, my lady. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, Lewis. Are you, though? And you? What are you doing here? Because... I have some urgent business with you, my lady. Do you know? I just came around to see how you were. They've been coming around to gawk at you lying there. They say it's to check up on you. Percival? What's more, they almost bit my head off when I tried to take off your armor to make you comfortable. We weren't mad, it's just that Percival shouldn't have been the one to do it. Precisely. See? I appreciate all your efforts. I don't see Salome. Do you know where he is? Lord Salome went to Vinay Dozexi on your behalf. They brought me back to stupid brass castle. He made certain he could carry out the task effectively, so do not fret. Yo, Lewis, we were closer to Vinay Dozexi. Why didn't you take me there? He's the one who worries. Well then, shall we excuse ourselves? Yes, there is no point in staying here if Lady Chris doesn't need us. So you said this is one of your favorite games, right? Is this your favorite Suikoden game? Or do you like Suikoden 2 more? Because Suikoden 2 is a popular pick. Or maybe you played all the Suikoden games and like 5's your favorite. I hear some people... I'll talk in a minute, actually. My lady, are you sure you're okay? Yes, quite. I think all I needed was rest, but I can't stay in bed forever. You look much better. How about I ride to Ixay village? Are we not going to Vinay? Yes, it's the time for the harvest it's the time of the harvest festival. A what? Right. It would be a nice chance to relax for a change. Why was that sentence like half cut off? It was like dot. Maybe they couldn't fit the whole thing. Absolutely, but Boris says I have to keep myself from getting too carried away. Always a good plan, haha. I'll fetch your horse then. Yes, please do. I hear, Suikoden 3, I hear there's people who love it and there's people who don't care for it much. It's very divisive, that's the word. Like from what I've seen, it's kind of a love-or-hate game. Like there's people who absolutely swear by it, and then there's others who like maybe don't like hate the game but don't think as highly on it, you know? Like there's people who really think highly of it, but then there's others I hear that say like, oh, it's like alright, or it's like, you know, not the best, you know? Some people hailing it as one of the best Suikodens, but others hailing it as like just a good Suikoden, you know? So I'm interested to see where all stand. I feel like it's kind of too early to say. Granted, I only played 3 Suikoden games right now, so... I'm enjoying it so far. Like, I'm really enjoying the game. That's for dang sure. Like, to be clear. Alright, let's hit up Ixay Village. That is for sure. I'm definitely enjoying the game. And I'm really interested to see, like, more of the story. I think I like the Trinity Site system, but I'm also curious if it's going to become a chore by the end. Because there are some... I feel like there are some pitfalls the game can fall into because of the Trinity Site system, but we'll see. Ow. Phoenix Rune! I think I heard they're doing like an unofficial... I think fans are working on like an unofficial remaster for this game. I think way before I played Suikoden, like I heard they were doing that. So here's hoping like that can be like an actual thing that can be finished and people can play 3 with quality of life. But also an official remaster would be awesome. Honestly, I wanna... They remastered 1 and 2, I wanna see... And they're making Star Leap. Like, if Suikoden's making a comeback, they can remaster all the games. I really hope they do. That'd be awesome. Like, official remasters. By Dark Hair. What do you have going on? Just water? I'm gonna actually do a, kindness drop on... You. You, yeah. But yeah, of the 3 Suikoden games I played, I will tell you this. Of the 3 Suikoden games I played, I'm interested in the series. I love the lore, and I love some of the storylines. And just the idea of Stars of Destiny. Like, the series has caught my attention after playing the 3 I played. So that's why I want to play them all. And honestly, I'm probably just going to play a lot of them back to back because I'm that interested and hooked. It's kind of like when I played Wild Arms for the first time. Similar kind of feeling. Hey, Gold Boar, you wanna, like, die? I think a Phoenix Rune will do it. Balance. Oh, I'm definitely streaming it, yeah. For sure. I'm streaming all the games. I do this, like, part-time. So... 9 times out of 10 when I play a game, I'm streaming it. At this point. How is this Gold Board not dead? Just know that I don't play 1 game at a time. I have like a rotation of 3, so I'm not always playing Suikoden 3. I'm also playing, we finished Tales of Xillia, the main story, a bit ago, the remaster, and then I'm also playing Soul Hackers 2. So, I do a rotation of like 3 games. But I think there's going to be a dedicated slot for Suikoden at least until I finish 3, 4, and 5. So once we finish Suikoden 3, I've confirmed this, so I committed, you know? Once we finish Suikoden 3, I'm going to play Suikoden 4 after, and then I'm going to play Suikoden 5. And then if I still feel like playing more, I'll play some of the spin-offs. But I at least want to play the next 3 main lines together, like back-to-back. If I do anything else, entirely depends on how I'm feeling after 5. I'm gonna do them, but just if I do them back-to-back, you know? I play JRPGs. I also play platformers from time to time. I have a YouTube channel. I upload all my videos there, so you can go take a look at that if you want. I play a couple of different stuff. Predominantly JRPGs, though, because that's my niche. That's what I love, so I just do that. But every now and then I'll toss out like a platformer or something, like a Klonoa or Crash or Sonic. Oh, finally, that Gold Boy had so much HP. It did give us a lot of levels, though. It was so worth it. But yeah. JRPGs are my favorite, so I just play a lot of those. But really, I'll just play whatever interests me. If I see a game and it looks interesting and I want to try it, I'll try it, you know? I don't think Suikoden 4 is divisive. I think Suikoden 4 is outright hated. Divisive means it's polarizing and like people love or hate the game. 3 is divisive. I don't think 4 is divisive. I think 4 is more so 4 is more so hated. So I'm also going to be looking forward to seeing what I think of it. Granted, if a game is hated, does that mean no one can like it? No, that's not what that means. That just means... It's like FF10-2, right? FF10-2, I love that game. It's a hated game, though. Like, FF10-2, the general consensus is a lot of people don't like it. Shadow Hearts from the New World, the same thing. Divisive is more so, like, mixed, hit or miss. So games like, I think Suikoden 3 would be more divisive than 4. I see a lot more negativity on 4 than I do, like, divisiveness. That's not to say people can not like the game. There are people who probably like the game. Because opinions are ever changing. Like, you obviously can't say a game... Someone could like Lufia Runes of Lore, for instance. Like, that game sucks, but there could be people who like it. There you go. Also, you played every Suikoden game, woman. Nice. Good job. Played all of them. Did you play some of the spin-offs, like, Tear Cries and, one that got English translated? Or Tactics? Suikoden Tactics? Have you played every Suikoden game? Also, Ayuden Chronicle? Ayuden Chronicle is awesome. That game is also fairly divisive. That one's more mixed than divisive. Oh, I do. I recommend Ayuden Chronicle. If you liked Suikoden 1 and 2, I definitely recommend it. The story isn't Suikoden 2 levels of great, but everything else in Ayuden Chronicle, like, so much care was put into it. There, look, this festival is a celebration of an abundant harvest and an expression of gratitude to the goddess Sadie. You know a lot about it, how so? I should, I was born here. Were you, though? Is that so? I never knew that. Not much to tell, really. My, if it isn't a little Percy from Main Street, I mistook you for some VIP words. How have you been, Mom? Mum? How have you been, Percy, my baby? You look so regal. So regal. Who is this lady? Is she your... Oh my, she looks familiar. I have to make the rounds and say hello to everyone. You should try some sightseeing. There are fields beyond the hills over there, and the breeze is very pleasant this time of year. But do be careful. If they find out who you are, you'll be mobbed. Thanks for the warning, Percy. Certainly, my lady. Anyway, the only thing Ayuden Chronicle is a bit weak with, but I don't think it's bad, is the story. Everything else that people hate on with Ayuden Chronicle, I'm just like, what are you talking about? The game's great. I don't even hate the story. I just think the story's, like, not the strong suit. I think it's, like, fine. It's decent, I guess. But everything else in Ayuden Chronicle is just so great. It has some fun characters, really fun recruitments. Pretty good minigames for the most part, and then also the combat system feels like Suikoden 1 and 2, but like a little more evolved. And it's got a pretty fun rune system. It's got a lot going for it. It's got so much going for it. Like, the story isn't the best, but like it's so much more. Like everything else in Ayuden Chronicle, it feels like so much care was put into the game. Thank you so much. Everywhere I went, no one bothered with me because they couldn't diagnose my illness. I can't believe you came all this distance to help me. May the spirits bless you. That's true. Suikoden 2 is a story masterpiece. Your health is our reward. To save a life is a special experience. It doesn't happen every day. Right, Miss Mio? Yes, Dr. Tuda. Like, I'm gonna say this, right? You look recruitable, by the way. Suikoden 2 is the best story in Suikoden so far, of the ones I played. Of the 3 I played, Suikoden 2 is the best story. But I like Gaiden Chronicle more as a video game than Suikoden 2. And that's not to knock on Suikoden 2. I just like Gaiden Chronicle as a game more. But the story in Suikoden 2 is better than Gaiden Chronicle. Please, you needn't call me a doctor. I'm still in training. And what would you like me to call you, mister? Well, that doesn't sound right either. Well, take care of yourself since we're already way out here. We're going to visit the nearby villages and treat the sick. Coming, Miss Mio? Yes, Dr. Tuda. And Suikoden 1's like a really good first entry to a series. And when you look at it at that lens, it's pretty good. Well, it's a good game if you look at it like that, but you know. Excuse me, but are you doctors? Yes, we're from the Dunen. We're from the Dunen. I'm Tuda. This is my nurse over here, Miss Mio. Are you guys NPCs that weren't stars in Suikoden 2? Because they do that a lot in this game. Lily was one of them. Pleased to meet you. I'm in training while traveling with the doctor. So what are your future plans? I do like that about Suikoden 3. They're using characters that were super minor in 2 and making them like stars of destiny like they did with Lily. Tuda I know. I remember Tuda from Suikoden 2. But Mio? I can't say I remember Mio. I know Mio from Gaiden Chronicle, but that's a different character entirely. Both Zexen and Grassland have areas that lack modern medicine. We'd like to bring our skills to these people. If that's the case. Yeah, Tuda I remember. I remember you from Suikoden 2. Your name looked familiar and your design looks... You just look older. Sounds like a remote place like Buddha Hut Castle could use better medicine. But before I end up there, I'd like to stop off at other needy villages near here. That makes sense. Why don't you go on ahead to Buddha Hut Castle to set things up? I'll meet you there after I've made my rounds. That's fine with me, but will you be okay by yourself? I'll be fine unless I get a major surgery to perform like we had today. Don't get me wrong, you're not a valuable asset, and I'm not sloughing? What? You brought it up, so I'm actually gonna second that. I feel like the translation in this game sometimes has had some misses. Like sometimes, like he said the Dunen instead of from Dunen. That's just like a extra typo, but you know, translation could be better at times. I like more than enough times have I noticed an awkward sentence. Aren't there monsters to contend with out here on the plains? Not to worry, I'm tougher than I look. I fought in the Dunen army, you know? Yeah, see, that made more sense. In the Dunen army. That's slightly reassuring, but keep your eyes peeled. Of course, well, could you please give Miss Mio the directions to the castle? I'm off to the next village in need. Sure, I understand. Good luck and safe travels. Got Mio to join the Stars of Destiny. Okay, cool. But yeah, Tuda from Suikoden 2. I didn't really use Tuda in Suikoden 2, or Tuda wasn't... Tuda playable? I don't remember. I remember Tuda. I don't remember if Tuda was a star, though. Tuda might have just been an NPC like Lily Pendragon. As for what I'm going to do... Let's go, not in there. What's here? Lottery, huh? Oh, lottery? Okay, I don't care. Let's go to the blacksmith. I love watching this. Come on, Lady Knight, have a sword tempered. Hi, Gentle Knight, come to see the festival? Maybe I did. Okay, we gotta upgrade your weapon because you're the only party member. Oh my word, chat, look at my money. I'm almost at 300k pot. That's insane. Alright, Chris, now you're all powerful. Yeah, Hugo does start broke compared to Chris. Chris has so much money. And even Godot. Well, with Godot, we fought that crab and it got us a lot of money. But with Hugo, we got, like, nothing. We gotta, like, manage our money. I don't know, but yeah, translation, it's not, like, terrible, because I don't think a super bad translation, unless you're, I don't think a translation like Wild Arms 2, because people say the translation Wild Arms 2 isn't great, but I don't necessarily agree. But, like, I don't think I think it's hard for a translation to ruin the game. It would just have to be, like, borderline, you would just have to, like, play the game and be like, did I understand the story? And if you didn't, then the translation failed at its job. But if there's a few hiccups, it's like, whatever. It doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much if there's, like, a few hiccups in your translation. Because, like, Xenogears Wild Arms Alter Code F also has some translational hiccups. But, like, you know. If you played the game and you did not understand, like, the story, if you felt confused with the story and the game's translation wasn't the best, then the translation failed. But, if you're like me, Wild Arms Alter Code F, Wild Arms 2, I played the stories and I understood the stories and I love those games, then the translation being the way they are isn't that big a deal. Is what it comes down to. When the weather's bad, the windmill spins so fast it's almost scary. Today's the weather nice, so it's nicely beautiful. Do you remember when people were complaining about Eden Chronicles translation? I played that game and I was like, what on earth are you talking about? Like, I was blown away when I saw people saying Eden Chronicles translation was messy, and I was like, what is wrong with it? Is it just the fact that they're, like, more, like, the choice of words they use? Or is it just the translation being bad? I don't understand what it is. It's crazy. You go for certain endings? I'm trying to get every Star of Destiny. That's kind of it. That's all I try to do when I play these games. Or you're just talking about games in general. But in this game, I'm just trying to get all the Stars of Destiny, so true ending. Alright, wait, there is a, speaking of Stars of Destiny, there's a Star of Destiny here. I think Lion reminded me of this. We needed 100,000 pot for something. And I think that character should be around here? According to this guide I'm looking at. It should be near the entrance of Ixay. Should be like a, there should be like a dude here, according to what I'm reading. Oh, east side of Ixay Village. Near the front, east side of Ixay. That's all I got. Do I want help? I mean, if you know about the Star of Destiny I'm trying to refer to, then yeah, you can tell me, because I want to get all the Stars of Destiny, and the sooner I get them, the better. I didn't want to use a guide, but I think I kind of... Maybe not need to, but I think I kind of should. I think I kind of should, so we don't have to backtrack too much. Like, if I'm looking for something and you know exactly what I'm trying to look for according to the guide I'm using, then yeah, you can tell me, because the less trips back, the better. Alright, I'm near the entrance. Do I have to go inside this house? Oh, he's right here. He's so hidden. What the heck? What is it? Yo, he looks dope. How about joining us? He was so hidden. You can't turn the camera. I couldn't see him. Join you? Don't you mean you'll hire me? I'll consider it for 100,000 pot. Yeah, so this is probably what Lion meant by needing 100,000 pot. I can manage that. I'm rich. There you go. Good. What have I joined? Fight for us, at least until the war is over. Fine. Whatever. Yo, he looks so sick. He looks so awesome. He's like that one ninja girl, Kasumi from Suikoden 2, except looks really cool. Alright. So, we got Watari. So, do I have to go back to Salome to swap party members in? This is an actual question. Like, if I want to swap them in, right? If I want to put them in the party, do I need to go back to Brass Castle to do that? I do. That's really annoying, but whatever, I'll deal with it. Alright, we got him. I'm trying to recruit a lot with Chris, because Chris is on her own. There's someone else we can recruit, but we need another party member, so... I'm not gonna worry about that right now. There are a couple more recruits we can do, and again, we need them with Chris. We really need them. Our chapter 2 is the hardest because we only had, like, for most of the part, we only had, like, 2 party members most of the time. I had to recruit those 3 circus troupe people. Alright, so we need to go, there's a child in the item shop, and then also we can go back to Mio and talk to Mio. This Gordon person we can't recruit until we have another party member. We need another male party member. Just the item shop. It's the blacksmith. Item shop's here, maybe? Chris, what are you doing? Thank you. Pale Gate. Wasn't this a rune in Suikoden 2? I think it was. Alright, I think we're good now. We can move on. I will say Suikoden 3, I think, has... Well... It probably has one of the better soundtracks of the Suikoden games I played. I do like some of Eiyuden Chronicles' battle themes, but I think overall soundtrack, Suikoden 3's OST caught my attention the most so far. Or it has caught my attention the most. Careful about too much over-admiration of the view. You might make the sun blush. Who's there? Hang on there, Missy. I'm just someone sharing a scenic moment here. Nash, like from Lunar? Ah, but for real, do I know you? My Lunar joke aside, mind my asking what was going through your mind just then? I'm just a curious sort, no harm meant. I'm under no obligation to tell you. Dang. Of course not, but you can choose to tell me. You're a big talker. Really? I never thought myself to be. My missus always says so, too, so it must be true. Yeah, I'm 37, you know, even though I look younger. You have my word, I'm not trying to flirt with you. Flirt with me? Haha, that's funny. What's funny? Just the fact that only an idiot would flirt with the captain of the Zexin Knights. But you're no idiot. Tell me what you want. To be honest, I had an idea who you were. I had no idea who you were. I have been commissioned to investigate the conflict between the Grasslands and Zexin. There are some rumors around, you know, and there's no smoke without fire. What investigation? Why would you think to contact me here in the village? It was sheer luck. I heard of a village festival, so I came. And when I saw Zexin Knights walking in front of me, I decided to take a chance. How did you know it was me? Because I heard the new captain of the Zexin Knights was beautiful. You're small talking again, but you should refrain from such talk. It would make my own men blush, except maybe for Percival. Well, Lady Chris, I have a favor to ask you. Do you now? Ah, it's gonna have to wait. What was that? I had not expected they would get here so soon. Man, screw budget. Give me more animated cutscenes. I'm going back to the village. I'll go with you. There's more we should talk about, and I also know how to handle a sword. Do you now? Alright, Nash, you're in this slot. Alright, this Nash guy seems cool. Bum, bum, bum. Man, it's the arson all over again. It's Luca Blight. What's all this? Here they come. Can I stop having two characters for battles, please? Oh, I miss my horse. I miss my horse so much. What do you got going on, Nash? Oh, you got a water rune. Okay. Just get in there, bro. Oh, and he uses a... Okay, he uses a... He attacks twice, excuse me. He has like a bow or something. Ow. Ow. Ow! Can you stop bullying Chris, please? Holy cow. Alright, Nash, you know what to do. You gotta heal. Hopefully you have some water skill leveled up. Okay, cool. You got it off immediately. $262 restored's pretty good. Phoenix Rune! Oh, that looks even cooler when you're not riding your horse. Okay. Dude, you know what? I don't think we ever fought without Chris's horse. This is the first time we're fighting without Chris's horse. So, like, I don't think I've ever seen that animation. I love that she can still guard when she's off balance. Yo, full defense, let's go. Alright, Nash, I'm gonna let you... Oh, I'm berserked. I'm so berserked right now. It's so over. Phoenix Rune! I love that animation. It kind of reminds me of, like, close combat from Pokemon. Alright, I'm not gonna waste a, I'm not gonna waste a rune. Oh, I can't. I have to have Chris heal herself. It's also interesting that when you're stunned, you could still use items on yourself. You'd think stunned would mean you can't move, but not in this game. Like, unbalanced and stuff. Oh, Mega Medicine. You know, I really do like that. I think this game is really fun. I think the one thing... Damn, we're too outnumbered. Milady. I kind of want more magic runes. Like, I really want more magic in the game. Glad you're here, Percival. Good to see you too, milady. Like, the combat is fairly basic. Because the game is just not giving us enough magic runes to play around with. And it's not just in Chris's story. Like, Chris's story especially, though, but... Like, I really want to get more runes and see the combat, like, become more involved. Because I think that's what it comes down to. We're like, I'm liking the game. The combat's, like, simple, but it's, like, pretty fun. But I really want more runes so we can really have time to, like, you know, flesh out, basically. Like, it could be even better when we have more control of, like, our rune setups. Because, yeah, you have this whole, like, pair system and, moving around thing, but, like, you really only have control about, like, who you're attacking and stuff. Like, I really want more runes so it can really elevate. Because I feel like that'll help it elevate if we just get more, like, more different runes to use. Overall, though, I'm having a good time with it, though. It's a pretty solid, like, combat system. It's simple, but, like, it's pretty solid. That was tough. It's been ages since I fought in real combat. I had the villagers flee to the hills for the time being. We'll delay them as long as we can, then retreat ourselves. Got it. Alright, cool. Let's go. Oh man, there's so many. You hit this one. But they suck, bro. They suck. Good job, Chris. Bro, it's so easy. He guarded. How dare he? Oh, 2 times damage. Let's go. He guarded too. What the heck? What's going on? What is going on, bro? No medicine. Just attack him. Lowest kill streak buys drinks. Alright, cool. Be able to retreat now? No, they got more. I wonder if this is... Am I supposed to go back? I don't know. Or maybe I'm just supposed to do this many fights. Chris, let's try something else now. You know what? No. You're right in front of that one, so... I don't want you to make, like, a zigzag. I feel like you should just hit the one in front of you, because why not? Like, the thing is, right? Do I like, I'm not sure if I'm, by the end of this game, if I'm gonna like this system or prefer just the normal way Suikoden does combat. At least Suikoden 1, 2, and Ayuden. Because maybe 4 and 5, like, do some crazy stuff. I don't know. But I'm not sure if, by the end of this, like, what I'm gonna think. If I'm gonna think that this combat was for the better, or if Suikoden 1 and 2 and Eiyuden Chronicle, I just prefer that system. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, this game has, like, the pairing system and the moving around, but, like, it's still, like, the similar combat. It still feels like Suikoden. Just, like, kind of a different... It feels like Suikoden with, like, a different coat of paint, if that makes sense. Like, it gives you, like, the illusion of being different. Like, it's really not super different. Like, the pairs, because in Suikoden 1 and 2, and Eiyuden, because Eiyuden Chronicle plays like them, you have, like, 3 characters in the front and 3 characters in the back. So, it's sort of, you know... Take a look at this. The Ironhead boss has come to greet us. The Holy Spirit with us today. The Holy Spirit is with us today. Take you on. Let's go. If you think you can defeat me, you are sorely mistaken. Our swords are unrivaled by those of any lizard barbarians. Because, like, in Suikoden 1 and 2 and Eiyuden, you have, like, 3 characters in the front, 3 characters in the back. So, in a sense, this game you still have that. Instead, it's just pairs. And you choose which pair to attack with, instead of in Suikoden 1 and 2, where you can attack with everyone, but the back row has to be long-range users. So, like, there's some differences. I don't know, I think I just need to, like, finish the game and play it more to see which I prefer. Okay. Do that. But to be clear, I'm having fun with the combat. Again, I want more runes so it can really take off. Like, that's all I want. If we get more runes and I can customize runes more, then I think my opinion of the combat will be higher. As it stands right now, it's pretty good. Okay, you are gonna hit this one. You need a heal here. Who's faster? I gotta understand... Yo, anyone who's played this game, the woman thing, you played this game. This one-turn thing, what is this? Can you explain this to me? This one-turn thing where it has Nash's name? Oh, okay, so is that showing casting time? Is that what it's doing? So this means like half a turn? I don't understand what it means when it's half, or does that just mean 1? Okay, wait, I think I answered my own question. I think I answered my own question. But still, if you want to clarify, that'd be great. Or if I'm right or not. It's casting time? Okay. That makes sense. I tried to attack. Like, every time I try to attack, I notice the same thing, right? I see that at the bottom, but I guess it doesn't really have much... Oh my word, that damage. I didn't really see much use with it with attacking. Maybe it has more impact with, what's it called? I'll say it in a second. You see, like... What does this mean, right? Like, what does this mean? Does this just mean I'll attack in 1 turn? Like, I'll get 2 attacks off? I just want to understand this bar system. Because Nash attacks twice. Does that just mean I'll attack twice in 1 turn? Is that what this is saying? Yeah, I appreciate you not wanting to say too much. Oh yeah, I know about skills. Yeah. I know about skills. I didn't know... I just want to understand that bar. I want to understand that bar and what it's telling me. That's it. Hey, you know, we're 10 hours in. We're 10 hours in of like a 30 to 40 hour game minimum, so I know the combat's going. Like, the runes will definitely pick up. But I think by now, I think Suikoden 1 and 2 and Eiyuden had more going on with runes by this point. But again, I'm hopeful it'll pick up. I know it will. It's really like my only nitpick with it. Once they give me more control of runes, then I'm sure I'll have more fun with the combat. Is kind of all it said, all I really think right now. Alright, Percival, you're dead. I also want res items. We don't have any resurrect items, which I think we desperately need. We need some res items. And then I remember in Suikoden 1, I found out at the end of the freaking game that you can use medicine on characters when they're dead, only outside of battle though. But still, I learned that at the very end. I think I learned that in the last stream or something, or the second to last stream, because that game was pretty short. Bum, 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 bum. Die. Inventory system is wild in 1. You're telling me. You're telling me. Oh, don't I know it. Good thing they fixed it in 2. There's so many skill points with Chris. I just can't allocate them. You're a tough bunch, I must admit. You demonstrated the strength of the Lizard Clan's fighter units. Right, goodbye. Luckily, many were able to escape. The lizards were so busy ransacking the village, they didn't even bother looking elsewhere. Let's get to the windmill. I gotta heal. Can I go back and heal? Oh no, okay. They're not gonna let me. That sucks. I guess I'm doing another fight, that's fine. I can use more experience. You need to heal. Man, playing Suikoden and planning to play the rest of the Suikoden games back to back is probably the best decision I made, because I've already gotten a lot of new people from seeing me play this game. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway because I really want to. I learned that the hard way, that if I want to do it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, but it does make me feel better when people enjoy watching it. I can only do so much when it comes to playing games and people enjoying them. I enjoy the games if I'm loving the game no matter what, but it's always a plus. Like when I play Tales of, right? I love Tales of, and even if a lot of people didn't watch me for Tales of, I'd still enjoy it, but it's an extra bonus that I feel like a good amount of people love watching my Tales of playthroughs. I think that's like one of my highlights. I think like averaged together, I think my Tales of playthroughs do the best view-wise. Not that I care about views, but I think it's just facts. It's like an extra bonus. Like, I enjoy the games, and people enjoy watching the games, so it's a plus. Ooh, could we rest of it? I'm out of breath. I'm not used to all this exertion, you know? Milady, I have been wondering, who is this ruffian? I am... No time for introductions. Damn. Oh, very sad. I can only stream for 1 more hour, then I have to go to work. No! I want to play more! How surprising to run into you, White Maiden. I almost didn't believe my men when they reported you here. How fortunate. I am Chris, neither a Zexen hero nor a White Maiden. Thank you. I am just one of the knights protecting Zexen. Chris, are you the real Chris Lightfellow? How do you know my name? You look like a Korean fighter. Then you can't be. This is Jimba. Okay. I know the name Wyatt Lightfellow. Then you can tell me about the armor in your village and the pinnacle that a Korean boy brought to my house. Oh, it's all connecting now. The boy was following my instructions. It was the promise I made. Promise? Are you saying you killed my father? What if I did? Are you gonna avenge his death? Maybe. If you did, then yes, I'm willing to do so right now. Okay, I believe you. You killed my father. Suit yourself. I'll handle this if you don't mind, Dupa. As you wish. Oh, we're doing a duel? Or battle? Oh, duel, let's go! Shall we begin? I hope this isn't too much for you. You're gonna attack? Special, maybe. I was right. Oh, let's go. What does that little toggle thing mean? It, like, gravitated towards Jimba. I've never had to play this safe before. This is definitely defend. Yeah. Man, come on, bro. You gotta do better than that. Good work. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna guess attack. Wait. Death Blow? Wait. I'm blanking. Defend is good on Death Blow. Death Blow is better than attack. Yeah. Behold, my Death Blow. He was so easy. Come on, bro. I didn't even get hit once. Gotta do better than that. Oh, Arietta, trust me. I know you wouldn't mind the slot for Tales of. You go crazy for that. Trust me, I know. Enough, you win. Congratulations, Captain. You deserve to lead the Zexen Knights. Your father would be proud. Quiet. Haven't you tried to humiliate me enough? Yeah, come on, bro. That was pathetic. Hugo would be so disappointed in you. If you want to find out about your father, you must find the Flame Champion. And Hugo and Chris's stories are going to intertwine. So, yeah, because with Hugo, we left off where he's going out to find the Flame Champion. That's probably going to be what correlates them together. They all, like, maybe the end of their chapter 2s is like, let's go find, we have to find the Flame Champion. And then they meet up in, like, chapter 3, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Stay back. Damn, I thought I could catch her off guard. She was too much for me, Dupa. I have to see where Chris's leaves off, and then I'll say my theory. We can't leave things like this. Chief Dupa? What is it? That Zexen Knight have... The Zexen Knights have... What? What'd they do? I did not finish Hugo's chapter 3. I did Hugo's chapter 2. I didn't start anyone's chapter 3 because I'm doing all the I'm rotating between them. So I don't start the chapter 3s until I'm done with everyone's chapter 2s. Except Thomas. We didn't start Thomas's yet. I'm not sure when I'm doing Thomas's chapter. They look small in number, but there may be reinforcements. Retreat, retreat, everyone. Yes, sir. I have Thomas's chapter 1, but I didn't do it yet. I'm going to, though. Woman, you have the devil's luck. Bad spirits seem to fight at your side. I imagine I have to for the Stars of Destiny, plus I want to. I want the full Suikoden 3 experience. Damn, so be it. I expect to see you again, White Maiden, and honor that I've met you, madam. Hold it. Hold it. The duel was so easy, though. that was an easy duel. What's up, Boris? Leo, Roland, what's poppin', my guys? Milady, are you alright? I managed to survive, thanks. I didn't take a single hit in that duel. Percival, why on earth did you take her to this indecent place? Sorry, Boris, I did not anticipate this happening. Boris, this is not an incident. Indecent place. Indecent. Call it what you will, I don't care not. I care not, but who was that man, milady? That man? The one you probably thought fancied me? Fancied? What does she mean, Percival? I don't know. Oh, we got a full squad back. Almost. We're missing one character, but we basically have a full squad. Okay. Boris. Yeah, do that. That's fine. So, My theory is, if Chris's chapter ends off with her searching out for the fire champion or flame champion like Hugo's does, my theory is basically just that Hugo's is also gonna leave off. Somehow he's gonna get interested in looking for the flame champion, and then chapter 3 might be the chapter where they all meet up. Maybe in chapter 3 they'll all meet up, and maybe after chapter 3 there's like a final chapter. Chapter 4 might just be a chapter with all of them, and that's going to be like the final chapter. But here's another thing they can do, right? They had us name the Flame Champion. I wonder if we're going to... if it's going to be like Dragon Quest 4. Another theory I have is that, like, after chapter 3, maybe, like, the real protagonist comes. Kind of like Dragon Quest 4, how you don't get the hero until the final chapter in the game. Maybe that's going to happen. Maybe we are going to have, like, a Suikoden... maybe we're going to have, like, an actual... like, none of these 3 are the actual canon protagonists. I mean, they are, but, like, at the same time, maybe we're going to have, like, an actual hero, you know? Those are my 2 theories. We'll see which one's right. Or maybe none of them are right. maybe I'm a little bit off. This is dreadful. I'm excited to see which one the game gravitates towards. It seems someone is out to avenge our bout with the Lizard Clan. Yeah, they do that. And there will be no end to the vengeance. They intend to keep us busy, I suppose. Let's get back to the castle. There's no telling what the council has in mind now. Oh, I can go. The castle's going to let me swap party members in. That is awesome. What you doing there, Percival? Why are you looking sus there? You know what, while I'm here, let's see what happens if I go to the Lake Castle. Might as well, right? Literally right here. You like hearing me theory craft? Yeah, I do that a lot in games. I like to theory craft. I'm not like the best. I wanted to respond to something you said. What was it? Oh, you were talking about fortune telling, huh? No, not fortune telling. You were talking about the stories, right? I think it's better to rotate. If I were to ever play Suikoden 3 again, like, let's say I love this game by the end, or at least like it. Let's say I like the game by the end and I would see myself playing it again. I think what I would try in a second playthrough is playing through all of someone's chapters and then going to another character. But I definitely think this is the best story experience. Because just imagine, right? You're playing as Hugo. You do all of Hugo's chapter, and then you go all the way back to Chris at low levels. Events that happen super early in the game. In the timeline. So, I definitely think it's better to rotate. Which is what, Lion told me as well. I think rotating is definitely the better experience, because if you're going through all of someone's chapters, yeah, for the early parts it feels like the story is progressing. But then eventually you're going to have to go back to Chris and Godot, and when you go back to Chris and Godot, it's going to feel like the pacing is even more halted, basically. The pacing is going to be even worse, I feel. Not to say the pacing's bad now, but it's going to feel good in the beginning, but then when you eventually have to go back for Chris and Godot, it's going to be like, oh, now I'm all the way back at, like, the early events. It's like, it's weird. And your levels are going to revert back. So, I don't know. I considered doing it when I was like, chat, what should I do? But in hindsight, thinking about it more, I don't think it's that smart. It might seem like the smarter option, but I don't think it is. I think it's better to rotate. Now, rotating does mean you get through the events a little bit slower, but again, that's just the way the game was built. I think it's better to rotate instead of just doing everyone's chapter. But if I were to ever play this game again, which is possible if I end up liking it, the only way it's not possible is if I end up hating the game by the end, but anything can happen. But right now, I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I wouldn't even say loving it. I'm liking the game. But, assuming I like the game enough and I would have played again, I'd probably try it just to say I did, you know? What is going on? There we go. That's a plane. We had to go back to Brass Castle, I think? Oh, my horse came back. Wait, there's a Lake Castle recruitment. So... Oh, we can go to North Cave and do a, Let's go back to the Lake Castle. There should be something. We have to go to the castle and go to B2 to view a flashback with Watari. And then add Watari to our party at the Brass Castle. And then going back to the North Cavern has a recruit for us. We don't really need recruits anymore with Chris now, but I figured why not. Alright, Watari, where are you, bro? But yeah, swapping between characters seems like the play. Thinking about it more. Look at all these cobwebs. Someone's gonna clean this place up. I don't want to see another cobweb. Look at AJ Brown's. He had some words for Eagles fans. Do you mean like sports? I don't care for sports. I can't even tell you what the Eagles are. Because I don't want to watch sports. Oh, wrong chat? That makes more sense. I was gonna say, where did you get that from? That being the wrong chat makes a lot more sense. I was like, where on earth? Why would you? I was thinking to myself, who mentioned the Eagles? If I maybe talked about 3 houses and you meant the Black Eagles, I would have been like, oh, maybe. But I found that odd because, like, I was like, what? Yeah, this is too much work. Wait, hang on. So what we're gonna do is, I think I need to have Watari in the party, but that's a lot of backtracking, so we're not gonna do it. I think that's another complaint I have with this game. It's like probably the only complaint is the backtracking is, I'll just say it, it's not great. Way too much backtracking. In to see if you could switch parties? I don't think so. Would it be Salome? Would Salome be the character? Because with Hugo, it's Anne. This guy? This guy's just the inn. Oh, organized party. Okay, we need to be clear on who can. 37? What the heck? I need I need the game to be clarified on where we could switch parties. The inn, or sometimes talking to Salome / Anne in anywhere. It feels so arbitrary where I can switch party members. Why can't they just make it at the inn? I don't think it's every inn. Because I've tried every inn, and organized party isn't an option at every single inn, so. Yeah, I can understand that. The Trinity site system makes it wonky. Let me be clear, I don't like, I'm still loving the game. The game is awesome. I still want to play more, and I'm interested to see what happens. So like when I talk about like these little nitpicks, I'm like, you know, it doesn't ruin the game by any means. The game is still fun. Where are you, Watari? I should be able to find Watari somewhere, and he should give me a flashback scene. Thomas. Bye, Thomas. Oh, I'm stupid. The guide says B2, not 2. I feel dumb now. It says B2, not floor 2. I thought it was floor 2. It's basement. Oh, there's a save point there. Cool. It's basement floor 2, not floor 2. I thought it said floor 2. It was the basement floor. It's B2. They're there. They're there. Okay. Wait, is this the basement floor? This looks like a basement. I don't need to worry about going back to the brass castle right now. B2? Can't really tell. This could be B3. Or not B3, this could be B1. Hello? Oh, is this the warehouse? You know what, yeah, I will leave some items. But where is... Okay. This is B1. Surely, right? Maybe another set of stairs will take me to B2? This has to be B2. Because we went down once. That room we went and entered, the main room, is probably 1F. Is he here and I'm just blind? I don't see him. Not in here. Not in here. Not in here either. I'm about to say screw it if I don't find him. Alright, I'm gonna say screw it because I don't know where he is and I'm bored. We have a lot of characters with Chris anyway. I already know that Suikoden 3 doesn't have deadlines, so that's another reason why I don't care to recruit everyone the moment they're available. Because I already know this game doesn't have any deadlines. You can recruit everyone at the end, I'm pretty sure. Plus, I imagine Vicky will be in this game. She'll probably come up at some point. And we can teleport around later, alleviating the backtracking. So I'd rather wait for that moment. I kind of just want to, like, do the story. Let's be out of your party. Ugh, dang it. Too much work. I'm not doing it now. I'm bored. I'm good. I'm good. We'll do it later. I want to just move on the story. I've decided. Really, the only reason I was going to go out and recruit was because Chris had, like, no party members. But she has party members now, so we don't really need it anymore. Alright, so I guess we're going back to Vinay, does that say? Or we're going to Brass Castle. Regardless, we have to go through the plains here. You know, I didn't look. It says requires him in the party. But maybe that's for, like, maybe the flashback scene he can't be in your party. Okay, whatever. I don't care that much. We'll do it eventually. I only have like 40 minutes left for this part of stream, so I don't want to waste my time doing that right now. I want to like maybe finish Chris's chapter 2. And then we'll come back later and do Godot's chapter 2, maybe finish it, but make some progress in it at least. Yo, Watari is sick, by the way. He looks awesome. He's so dope. Now dark hair's another problem. We have like freaking a full party. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Because yeah, like the thing is, we're gonna recruit everyone eventually. Like I'm going to recruit every character, and I already know there's no deadlines. So if we end up recruiting, like all the characters at the end, because I imagine at some point we're not gonna have the split stories, but if I end up recruiting everyone at the end, that's how it goes. I'm fine with that. Like I just want to recruit characters that are like convenient, you know? Plus it's more backtracking too I'm already talking about the backtracking being annoying. So if I end up recruiting every character when they're available, that's going to make the game more of a slog to get through. Yeah, Kasumi was awesome. She's probably one of the best, probably one of the better Stars of Destiny in Suikoden 2. I really liked her. She was cool. I used Kasumi a bit. She wasn't in, like, my final team, but I used her a little. I remember using her a bit in the game. She had a really cool rune. Also, they had a character like Kasumi in Eiyuden Chronicle too. She was like related to Mio, I think. Or they were like childhood friends or something. I don't know. Yeah, the ninja characters are cool. I expect every Suikoden game to have a ninja-like Star of Destiny. Suikoden 1 might have had one, but I don't remember. Everything seems to be normal here. Lord Salome should be back this evening. I do hope the council will leave us alone for a change. Well, I'll prepare the hot water in your bed, my lady. You look tired. Do I really look tired? I meant nothing by it. Let me just see to your room first. If you'll excuse me, my lady. Oh, Lewis, you're... Alright, goodbye. Lewis is not even in my party. Who cares? Is this where the, teacher is? No, this is where the tutor is. You know what? I'll do the tutor. Maybe some characters I can do some rune upgrades with. Oh, hey, Jean. Ah, welcome. Oh, can I recruit you? What is it you desire? Let's see. We need a rune sage. Would you be interested? My spirit's gotten stagnant here. This may be a good time for a change of scenery. Thank you. The location is... Yes, Buddha Hook. I know of it. I look forward to the fun. Man, can I name that castle? Buddha Hook is such a stupid name. They let you name the castle in every other Suikoden game. Fun? Join the Stars of Destiny. That doesn't mean we can't use her now, but on... Oh, never mind. They have someone take over. Cool. I think they did that in Suikoden 1 and 2 as well. Okay... Shield, wall... DOS. Okay, Viper? You know what? I will get the Viper rune, and I'll also get the, wall rune. No, I meant to affix. Where did Jean go, I wonder? Where the heck did Jean go? Let's give you the Viper rune in place of Sword of Rage. For now. No one can use Pale Gate. Also, another question. How does it determine where the rune could be entered? Well, this could be put on Chris. I might do that. Oh, do characters just have... Are characters just innate with the abilities to have different, different slots? Some characters just have more slots than others. I don't fully remember how that worked in Suikoden 2. I know it happened, like Suikoden 2, it had something similar. I'm gonna put Shield on Chris. Or not Chris, Watari. Watari. Okay, cool. Get rid of this stupid poison, it's annoying me. I don't have any... Never mind, I can't. Only some get 3 slots? Okay, yeah, so it's like, it's just like, sweet, it's like Aiden Chronicle. Aiden Chronicle worked like that too. I think some characters just got more slots. That's just something that happens. Some characters had less slots, like Periel only had 4, for example. Alright, what we got going on here? You are not a teacher. Another thing is... I think splitting up the teachers and tutors was a mistake. Because there are way more tutors than teachers in this game, it feels like. Just finding a teacher to level up your skills is tedious at times. And with Hugo, I think, like, some characters don't get access to, like Hugo, we can no longer go to the part where the teacher is. So we had I think Duck Village had, or Great Hollow had a teacher or something. I don't know, or Great Hollow. So we had to wait so long just to get another teacher, and vice versa for runes. It depends on your character. Like, it makes sense for the story why they can't go to certain locations, but I think they should have just kept it as one. Like, would it have been so difficult to have it be one facility for skills of any kind? Again, I don't want to make it seem like... I still love the game. The game is great. It's just a nitpick, but, like... I think keeping it together would have been so much better. Okay. There's an item... Not an item. Let's go to Chris's room. Let's just move on. I kind of just want to finish Chris's chapter at this point. I don't know how close we are, but I just kind of just want to, like, keep the story rolling. Hot water is ready, my lady. Will you rest for the night? Yeah, I guess. I might as well. I'm rather exhausted. Yes, madam, I will get ready right away. Pardons, my lady, I didn't really mean what I said. Haha, no worries, Lewis. This game is really good, though. Like, when I nitpick, it's, like, it's super minor things. But overall, the game is still great. I'm really enjoying it. I look forward to seeing, like, where the story goes and just getting further in. Like, I really just want to see further in. I want to see what happens. I'm really excited. It's got me really, really hyped. Ah! Stupid flashbacks. If you want to find out about your father, you must find the Flame Champion. Curse you, emulation. Who is it? Salome, my lady, I've just returned. Oh no, I think... Wait. Forgive me, my lady, I heard you ran into attack at the Ixay village. Did I just read that wrong? They told me the details when I returned. I am in shock. I am shocked. It shocked me as well. It was more than a coincidence. What about the council? That's the odd part. They claim no knowledge of the attack. The council split on the proposal of allying with Harmonia, but on the surface, they appear to be in total unity. That's the way merchants think, always trying to balance the scales. We need to choose our allies carefully. It's difficult to distinguish friend and foe. Absolutely. Aye. Salome, in Ixay village, I met someone who knew something about my father, Wyatt Lightfellow. Yes, my lady Percival said as much. I, too, have had the honor of your father's acquaintance. Salome, what shall I do? The man told me that my father is dead. But, in my heart, I do not believe him. I must know the truth. It's unusual for my lady to be so hesitant. What is it? My job as captain does not allow me to forego the needs of my people to pursue my own selfish desires. Did you say selfish? What's so funny? Pardon me, my lady is a little too hard on herself. Pardon myself? Me? Yeah. You must take some time for yourself. I've noticed how preoccupied you've been lately. Oh, not you too. Why is everyone... We Zexen Knights all feel a sense of duty, and we're here of our own accord, willing to sacrifice our lives for Zexen. None of us thinks of this as duty, our only driving force. Each of us sees Zexen in our own unique light. For some, it's the land. Others hold their families dear. I'm sure you have your own feelings about Zexen. Salome. Milady, when you do not appear at breakfast tomorrow morning, I shall offer an explanation. In Vinay del Zexe, I use my contacts to gather information. It seems something is about to happen. Someone is plotting some kind of campaign. Our brave captain, committed as ever, has set off on a mission to infiltrate the grasslands and spy on their plans. Well then, milady, I must be going now. Preoccupied. He may be right, but... Alright, I'm moving around. I didn't realize. Slow might get angry if he knew I was walking around night. He said it wasn't safe. What? Was that not... That's not my room. This is my room. If my father's alive, or even if he's dead, I need to know for sure. And I keep thinking about what he said, the Flame Champion. Yeah? What was that? I thought I heard something. It can't be. Secret passage? Is this a JRPG or what? Yo, what's up, Nash? It's open at last. I was at a loss for what to do, you see. I couldn't let myself into a lady's room without asking. There was no answer to my knocks either. How did you get in? You should seal a well that's dried up, my lady. You're telling me the whole world to find the well if you keep... What? You should seal a well that's dried up. You're telling the whole world to find the well if you keep it open like that. Okay, I kind of get it. What a metaphor that just was. You're talking nonsense again. Yeah, it kind of was nonsense. Let's be real. I only vaguely understand that. I always wanted to play the role of a knight who rescues a princess imprisoned in a tower. No, not I. I'm not a princess. I'm the captain. You're right. You're a princess, but also a knight. There goes my part. Would you shut up? Hey, you're journeying to the grasslands, aren't you? To find the Flame Champion, of course. I could be your guide. How did you know? Reading lips, I learned it long ago. I can tell what people are saying by watching their lips. If you're coming, can you get ready right away? You won't survive a second battle in that outfit in the grasslands, you know. You know? That's true. Alright, I'll get ready. Can you wait a minute? Fine, so hurry up already. No time to waste. Can I just, like, go now? I don't really think there's anything else to do. Don't rush me. I don't really think there's much else I can do. Or you're just gonna, like, change clothes. Don't look this way. Is this understood? I know, don't worry. I may not look it, but I'm a married man. You can trust me. Is that a fact? If I ever catch you lying, I'll draw my sword. Ooh. You tell him, Chris. You give me shivers. You're a match for my missus. I beg your pardon? Oh, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Freaking Chris, I love it. Will this do? Oh my word, her hair is out. Oh, it looks cute. Oh my goddess, I thought you looked good in your armor, but this is more like it. I don't need your flattery. Flattery? Oh no, this is in earnest. Unfortunately, I tend to be misunderstood. My missus is greatly suspicious of me too. Good for her. Well then, shall we? You're going to show me the way, I take it. Sure, first we head to the Chisha village if you want to pursue the Flame Champion. There's someone there who's associated with him. Chisha? The Chisha clan's one of the most conservative of the 6 clans. Yes, they're totally different from the barbaric lizard clans. Let's get going. Oops, they might see us if we use the front gate. Let's use the secret path. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting... Yo, Nash joined the Stars of Destiny. Let's go. I wasn't expecting Chris to get a, to get an outfit swap a la Cecilia. Okay. I mean, long hair 9 times out of 10 is always better than short hair. It's gonna take a bit to get used to, but I don't mind this. I think this looks pretty good. I just need to, like, get used to it. I'm sure I will. Isn't this the secret passage we went to with Hugo? Or similar? Maybe it's like a different entrance. I'll have to have this path looked into. It's much too accessible. I rather like the trusting attitude and tolerance it implies. A castle can't be opened and tolerant, can it? Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we got a new look on Chris, which is pretty cool. I dig it. I'm sure no one will recognize her. Yeah, this looks like the same. This looks like the same passage where we went with Hugo. So we're going out to look for the Flame Champion. I had battle. My horse! I missed my horse! Oh, you don't have a weapon? I have to re-equip you with everything? Why was I not able to guard? You have a sword now, what? So confused. Ow. What? What happened to Chris's stuff? Can she just not fight in this outfit? Because that's kind of lame if true. She literally has a sword. Did you put wall on her? Yeah. Does wall make her unable to fight? It's defend only? What? They're not gonna let me go back, are they? Alright, well, I guess I screwed myself. I screwed myself hard. Oh, no other movement is allowed. PDF doubles. I can't go back and I can't re-affix it. Hmm. When did I don't feel like skipping through dialogue. Okay, I think I know what I do. Here's what we do, right? I'm gonna keep progressing. We're gonna make as much progress as possible. Off screen, I will fix Chris's rune. And I'll just get back to the point we end stream at, I guess. Well, no, that actually wouldn't work. If I'm gonna stream more Suikoden 3 later. Man, that sucks. I mean, it's my own fault. I didn't read the description carefully, but... Do you know if I'll get a rune store, like, soon in Chris's Chapter 3? Hopefully I do. Like, is the next area I'm going gonna have a rune store? Otherwise, I'll just deal... Like, if so, I'll just deal with it. Yeah? Okay, cool. We're not gonna do Chris's Chapter 3 anytime soon, but... You know what? I'm gonna look myself. I'll really quickly go to Chris's Chapter 3. Oh, okay. We can go to Duck Village as soon as, Chris is in her Chapter 3, basically. So I'll just do it then. I don't want to fight. Oh, are these guys weak? Is that why I released them? This is a weak area because we were here with Hugo. I forgot that's something you could do in Suikoden. If you're, like, stronger than the enemy, you can, like, release them. You can let them go. That's really good game design. Helps with the backtracking. What is it? Let's get going. Yes, I know. Don't worry, this is not goodbye forever, you know? Of course, this is where I belong, I suppose. Is Stallion gonna be back in this game? I remember that dude. We had to run a certain amount of times. I remember. Oh, they all saw her leave. Cover's been blown. Can we really depend on that Joker? His swordsmanship is no joke, I assure you. Or maybe, no, you guys knew already. I'm not talking about that, I mean Our Lady Chris. If you're so concerned, Boris, why don't you just go with him? I'd love to if I could. I remember having to recruit Stallion. Lady Chris can take care of herself. Let's just look forward to seeing her again. I didn't get all Stars of Destiny in Suikoden 1 and 2 when I played them on the channel because I wanted to play them for the first time, and then after them I decided I wanted to get every star. But I did get Stallion. Stallion was one of the ones I recruited. Alright, we're done with Chris's Chapter 2. So we're gonna do... I like how the flames get bigger. I like that the flames get bigger depending on the chapter you're in. So Chris is going to look for the Flame Champion. Hugo's going to look for the Flame Champion. Goodell might also be looking for the... What's bio? Oh, it shows you a little... Okay, that's cool. It shows you a recap if you forgot. Cool. I remember, so I'm not going to read that. So, I feel like Chapter 3 might be the last... Oh, we had, like, that one scene with the mercenary group or whatever, and then it was about, like, the race of the True Rune or whatever they were talking about, I think. What was I going to say? I like how it just puts you right back into the story. No backdrop, no story. Just back into the character. As I was saying... What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I feel like... Oh, I feel like there's going to be one more chapter with these three, and then they're going to meet up. I feel like Chapter 3 is gonna be the chapter they meet up. And then there might be maybe one, maybe two final chapters, but I could see there being like a Chapter 4 and then that being like where you have all of them. And again, maybe they're gonna introduce another hero like Dragon Quest 4, like the actual protagonist. We'll see. But I think if nothing else, if Godot's chapter ends with the same kind of message that the other two do, I really think Chapter 3 might be the last chapter, like, divided between these characters. This group has runes? I mean, I don't have access to the other party members yet, so I don't know. I assume so. I didn't take their runes off. Also, I do plan to Redux Suikoden 1 and 2, getting all the Stars of Destiny. I definitely want to do it for 2. I'm probably going to do it for Suikoden 1. Because by the end of my Suikoden journey, every Suikoden playthrough is going to have every Star of Destiny, or at least that's what I'm going to try to do, so I'm going to Redux 1 and 2 and get all the Stars of Destiny. Definitely. Hello, need help finding something? What do you have that's in season? We have this blue fruit from the north. Would you like a taste? How much is it? Highway bandits have driven up the price. How about 4? The stuff you sold me last time was crap. How about 2? That was just bad luck. It was already over by the time you got it. 3.5. It was over. It was over. There was no trace of anything. Are you saying it vanished into thin air? How about 3? You drive a hard bargain, but you've always been good to me. I'll do it for 3. Glad to see you still have a good memory. Let me still have to do Thomas's chapter. It's part of being good in business. Here you go. I might do Thomas's chapter just after. I want to probably do everyone's chapter 3 and then we'll do Thomas's. Like, I know we're going to do Thomas's. I want to see where these 3 stories go first. We're going to do it though. But I might wait until after chapter 3's. Assuming that is the last chapter with all of them. He's always dependable. Bothersome is more like it, sir, like a rash that won't go away. Maybe so. Okay, I unintentionally found where to go. I wasn't even trying, I was just roaming around. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, guys. You're just hanging out, huh? What's the matter? I thought you'd be drunk and passed out by now. That was my intention, but there were other things going on. Harmonia's frontier forces are on the move. This is highly unusual. Harmonia's frontier forces. There's also a bishop with them, but that's not so strange. I see. So I see. After several decades of peace and quiet in Grassland, seeds of rebellion have been sown. I'm sure you've all heard of bandits known as the Firebringer. I'm sure you've also heard of the disaster brought to that land. We cannot allow the one who claims the title of Flame Champion to disgrace the honor of one true hero, Hikusake? You will travel with the Bishop Sasarai, who hails from the Crystal Valley. We shall head to the village of the Saphir clan, one of the 6 clans. It is there that those despicable Firebringer and her, the fake Flame Champion, are reportedly hiding. Fake Flame Champion? I am Bishop Sasarai. My desire is to stop those seeds of violence before war breaks out. It's Suikoden. War is going to break out. I strive to ensure continued peace between Harmonia and Grassland. That's not going to happen. They're really adamant about this. They must be. to come all the way out here, but this furthest flame champion, they should stop spreading old wives' tales. For sure, I think we've seen everything we can here. Let's go. Okay. We're really not going to have much to do in Godot's chapter. I have to wrap up in like 10 minutes. So, how was it? Did you see anything interesting? Well, Captain, what's the plan? The other teams are already heading for Grassland. Duke and his group have left too. Maybe we should let him answer my question first. Well, we could simply follow the frontier force. But why would they send in regular army for this? In all my years, I've never seen this go on before. Hey, I'm asking you a question. You're the one who told me to stay behind. Calm down, Isla. Hey, relax and finish your soda. You look too much like a Karaya girl. If we had taken you in with us, who knows what kind of trouble you'd have gotten us into. The characters in Godot's chapter have probably some of the most fun dialogue of the chapters. I say we move out. We need to do something besides sleep here. Frickin' Isla's like a spoiled child. We should figure out something. Shall we go back to Grassland even if we're lagging behind everyone else? No, we'll head to Labuke now. Labuke? 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 I heard that's the village of the Mantur trainers. That's right. Why would we do that? You don't want to? Well, that's not what I meant. It's settled then? Why not head out soon? Good idea. This time is scarce. This could turn into a fire like no one's seen since the City Alliance Wars 15 years ago. Ah, the Suikoden 2 war. Don't say that. Alright, time to wake up Jax. Let's move. We've got work to do. I think Godot's group is, like, my favorite group so far. Are we leaving? Plus, it's also the only group that's consistently stayed together compared to, like, Hugo and Chris. Weren't you sleeping upstairs? I couldn't fall asleep there, so I went up in a tree outside. Okay. What a weirdo. You're one to talk. Drink your soda. Your green soda. What is it, Mountain Dew? Or ginger ale? It'll take a few days to get to Labuke if we go north along the mountain road. Don't go getting us lost now. Would I do that? Now let's go, you slackers. It's a donkey. Yo, calm down, Ace. Slackers, huh? Alright. Okay. Alright. I'm the Joker, baby. Sure, we'll try that. Actually, I should look at runes. Lightning, Double Tusk, Wind Ripple, Hawk, Shin Lion, okay. Cool, cool, cool. There's gonna be a save point in this mountain path, hopefully. Holy cow. Holy cow. Worst case scenario, I might need a save state. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be 3 chapters with the characters. Thomas might have, like... Maybe Thomas has 3 chapters, too? I don't know. And there's still, like, other circles. So, like, there's probably gonna be another perspective at some point, maybe. I think there's, like, 1 or 2 more circles. I feel like in the middle is gonna be where they converge stories. I don't know, but I'm really thinking 3 chapters for Chris, Godot, and Hugo. Assuming Godot's chapter ends up... Why are we missing? What is going on? Okay, finally someone didn't miss. I guess I gotta up all of your accuracies. Yeah. I'm thinking if Godot's, like, if it ends off with the whole let's look for the Flame Champion, then I think that basically confirms that Chapter 3 might be the last one, and that's where they're all gonna meet up. Another thing is, I do like the Trinity Say system. I said this before, but I'll say it again. I like the Trinity Say system for the reason that, like, it gives different Stars of Destiny a chance to shine. Because, like, it gives them a chance to shine because, like, oh, this character, you have these Stars of Destiny. And it also forces you, which some people might not like that it forces you to use characters you might not want to, but it forces you to use more of a variety of characters because, like, oh, Godot's team has... Ooh, hello. I'll fight you. But, Godot's team might have, like, characters that you have to use, and then other, like with Hugo, you have to use different stars, so it kind of forces, like, party variety, which might not be to everyone's liking, but it's neat. And again, like I said, it gives different stars a chance to shine, because certain stars are only in certain chapters. Oh my word, that's a meteor. What the heck, bro? What the heck? Are you insane? Okay. We should not fight that thing. We are not fighting that thing. What on earth? No thank you. I think I need to be higher level for that. I could skip him, right? It looked like I could have went around him. I will not give up. What do I have to do? I have to do all the cutscenes again? It's not much, but... Alright. Yeah, we're just back to... We didn't really do much in Godot's chapter, so that's fine. I'm gonna stop here because this is all I have time for right now. Like I said, I'll come back... What time is it? Around like 8:30? 8:15, 8:30? Probably more like 8:30. I'll come back at 8:30. We might do more Suikoden 3, or maybe I'll do Soul Hackers 2. Probably around 8:30, we'll play more of something. But yeah, I'll be back around then. But yeah, those of you watching on YouTube, hope you all enjoyed. When we come back next time, I'll be back to the mountain path with Godot. I'm gonna do everything off screen again. All I have to do is skip through dialogue. It's not that bad. But I'll do that, and then we'll continue through Godot's chapter 2, and maybe get into chapter 3. We'll see. But yeah, this has been Nova signing off. Peace. Sorry, chat. I have to go. But, I'll be back around 8:30. We might do more Suikoden 3, or maybe I'll do Soul Hackers 2 for, like, a little bit. We'll see. We're gonna do either Soul Hackers 2 or Suikoden 3. We'll see. Maybe we'll just do more Suikoden 3, but if I feel like playing Soul Hackers 2, I'll play that. Because I kind of want to play more of that game. Tomorrow will either be Suikoden or Soul Hackers 2. Assuming I don't have Zillia ready. But yeah, I will see you all probably tonight.